Okay, in this video, I'm going to solve a question from November 2021 on statistics or data handling. This was a question from paper 2, question 1 from DBE. Okay, the question is on statistics or data handling. Okay, so this is the question. Let's start with the question. Question 1. A bakery kept a record of the number of loaves of bread a tuck shop ordered daily over the last 18 days. The information is shown in the table below. So you have the information in the table below. So this information is over 18 days. 1.1, calculate the, you have 1.1.1, calculate the mean number of loaves of bread ordered daily. So you need to calculate the mean, and this question is 2 marks. Okay, let me do it on the next slide. So we need to calculate the mean of this information. So 1.1 and 1.1.1, we need to calculate the mean. Okay, so the mean is represented with X bar. Okay, what is the mean? The mean is equal to the sum of the values in the data set over the number of the element in the data set. Okay, you can calculate the mean using this formula. You can also calculate the mean by using a scientific calculator. When using a scientific calculator, all you have to do is to plug in these values and the calculator is going to do the job for you and find the mean for you. Okay, as for now, let's use this formula. Maybe in the next question 1.1.2, I'm going to show you how you can use a scientific calculator to find the mean. Okay, let's use this formula for now. Okay, now we need to find what? The mean, which is equal to the sum of the values in the data set. Okay, let's get the sum of the values in the data set. We need our calculator. Okay, so when you have your calculator, you are going to take the sum. So it's 10 plus 11 plus 13 plus 14 twice plus 15 plus 16 plus 18 twice plus 19 twice plus 20 plus 21 plus 35 twice plus 37 plus 40 plus 41, and this is equal to 396. Okay, so the sum of the values in the data set is equal to 396, and this is over what? Number of element in the data set. How many are there? There are 18, so it's over 18. So what is this equal to? Use your calculator again. Okay, so you have 396 over 18, and this is equal to 22. Can you see that? Okay, so the mean is equal to 22. Okay, 1.1.2, we need to find what? The standard deviation. Okay, the standard deviation is equal to what? This is the formula for standard deviation, this one. Okay, we are not going to use it because it will be a long process. We'll need to plug in these values inside the formula and do the summation, divide by n, square root, all this stuff. Okay, and this is a long process. The question is just 1 mark. Okay, so all you have to do is to use a calculator. That is the simplest way. But first of all, let me show you how to plug in these values. Okay, if you can plug these values in this formula, this is what you get. Can you see? So you have over 18 for n, summation. This is why you have plus there, plus and plus. You have terms in between there. So this is how you do it if you are plugging in the formula to find the standard deviation. Okay, we are not going to use this. This is a long process. Let's use our calculator to find the standard deviation. Okay, if you are using a calculator, this is how you do it. Let's get the calculator. Okay. So using a calculator, you press mode. There is mode. When you press mode, you have start. This is start. It's 3. So you choose number 3. And then you choose one var, which is number 1. Okay. And then now you insert in the values. So the first value is 10. You press equal to insert it. And the next value is 11. You press equal to insert it. And so on. Okay. So you make sure you insert all the values. You don't leave any values behind. And you press equal to insert the values in the table. And 40 and 41. Okay, so we have 18 values. After you have finished inserting all the values, you press SC, okay, and then you go to Shift, and then you press Start again. Can you see it above 1? Start, there is Start. So you press 1, okay. When you have this, you choose var, which is number 4, okay, number 4. Okay, now you have this. You can see the standard deviation is number 3, okay. To get the mean, it's number 2. So if you press 2, you are going to find the mean, which will be 22, okay. But for this question, we need the standard deviation, which is number 3. Okay, let's press 3, and then you press equal. So this is the standard deviation using our calculator, which is 10.17 to 2 decimal places. So the standard deviation is equal to 10.17. Okay, so let me show you. If you are to get the mean, you press again SC, you go to Shift, you press Start, which is on 1, and then you press 4 for var, and then you choose 2 for mean. Okay, you press equal. Can you see 22? Just as we found it. Okay, so this is how you find the mean and the standard deviation using a calculator. Okay, now let's do the next question. The next question is calculate the number of days on which the number of loaves of bread ordered was more than 1 standard deviation above the mean. More than 1 standard deviation above the mean. Okay, this is question 1.1.3. Okay, let me explain to you what they mean. Let's say you have the mean. This is the mean, which is 22. We calculated it. If you want to go 1 standard deviation above the mean, so you'll go this side. You are going to add this standard deviation, the one we calculated, to the mean. And then this will give you, when you take 22 plus this, it will give you 32.17. So you have gone 1 standard deviation above the mean. If you want to go 1 standard deviation below the mean, it will be this way. So you take 22 minus this, it will give you 11.83. Can you see? This is 1 standard deviation below the mean. So 22 minus this will give you this. And above the mean, it's 22 plus the standard deviation, it gives you this. And this question is only referring to 1 standard deviation above the mean. Now, when you look at the table, you can see it's 35 and this 35 and 37, 40 and 41. Only these values are greater than this. So the rest of the values, they are less than this. So only on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, you had values which are more than 1 standard deviation above the mean. So it's only 5 days. The tuck shop owner was not able to sell all the loaves of bread delivered daily. He calculated the mean number of loaves sold over the 18 days to be 20. So the mean he calculated was 20 over 18 days. Calculate the number of loaves of bread which were not sold over the 18 days. Normally, this is the number of loaves of bread ordered. And when you do the sum, we obtained 396. So 396 loaves of bread are ordered over 18 days. But it happened that the tuck shop owner only sold 20 per day. Okay, so now you need to calculate the number of loaves of bread which were not sold over the 18 days. Okay, so you have 396 ordered, right? Minus what is sold. So you have 20 times 18. So this is what is sold, which is equal to, now you are going to find the number of loaves of bread which were not sold. You need to use your calculator. So you have 396 minus, you have 20 times 18 in bracket there. And this is equal to 36. So 36 loaves of bread were not sold. Okay, this is how you calculate it. Okay, 1.3. So let's get the question. This is the question. Okay. So the question says, one of the two box and whisker diagrams drawn below represent the data given in the table above. Which table are they talking about? So the table is from the question. So this is the question. You can see the question continue to this 1.3. So they are talking about this table. Okay. And we have two box and whisker diagrams. You can see. So they say one of the two box and whisker diagrams drawn below represent the data given in the table above. So you have graph A and graph B. 1.3.1, 1.3.1. Which one of the two box and whisker diagrams drawn above correctly represent the data? Write down a reason for your answer. Okay, which of the two between this one and this one represent this data correctly? Okay, let's get the data down first. So you have 10, okay, 10, and then 11. Okay, we can close this. Okay, we have the information down here. Now we need to decide which of the two box and whisker diagram represent this data correctly. So you have 18 values, and this is what your minimum value, and this is your maximum value. Okay, now to get the median, it will be the middle value. So the middle value will be somewhere, where is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's somewhere there, right? Because you have 9 values there and 9 values there. So the median will be 18 plus 19, and then you divide by 2, you'll get 18.5, right? So median, which is also Q2, is equal to 18.5. This is your median. And which of the two box and whisker diagram represent the median correctly? You can see the median is represented by this line, right? And in this one, the median is said to be 30. Can you see? But in this one, the median is said to be 18.5. Can you see? You have 18 there, 20, 19 is there, and between 18 and 19, you have 18.5. So you can see straight away that graph B is the correct one, not graph A. Okay, let's get some other values. What is this? This is representing Q1, which is the lower quartile. So the lower quartile will be the middle value between these values here. So you have 9 values here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you see 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 this side. So you have 4 values this side and 4 values this side. The middle one is 14. Okay. So this is what? The lower quartile, or Q1, which is equal to 14. And now the upper quartile, which is equal to Q3, you can get it. You have 9 values there. So you are going to take 1, 2, 3, 4. You also have 1, 2, 3, 4 this side. This is the middle value. So this is what? The upper quartile, which is Q3. this is equal to 35. You can see it's represented correctly here. 35, there is 35 there. 34, 36, in between you have 35. And the lower quartile, it's 14. Can you see there is 14 there? It's represented correctly. So you can decide that graph B is the correct option. Okay, so which of the box and whisker diagram is the correct one? It's graph B. Okay, and the question was also saying give a reason for your answer. You can say the median is equal to 18.5. This is one reason. Or you can say Q1 is equal to 14. Or you can say Q3 is equal to 35. Any of the reason will work. So you can say Q1 is equal to 14. Okay, or you can give this one the median is equal to 18.5. Or you can say Q3 is equal to 35. So any of the reason. You don't have to give all these three reasons. Just give one. Okay, now the next question, let's see what is the question saying. The next question is 1.3.2. okay, 1.3.2. Describe the skewness of the data. So this is the data, because this is the one representing the data correctly. What is the skewness? You can see you have the bigger rectangle on the right and you have this smaller rectangle on the left. Since you have the bigger rectangle on the right, you'll say this is skewed to the right. Okay, it means you have more values on the right? And you can also say that this is positively skewed, right? If it was a bigger rectangle to the left, it will be negatively skewed. Okay, so we are done with this question. This is all. Okay, if you find some value in this video, don't forget to put your comment, your likes, and subscribe to the channel. Activate the notification bell. You can see down below is my name and the email address at which you can contact us. If you have any question or anything that you would like to let us know, feel free to use the email address down below. As for now, see you next time and take care.